everybody. Welcome back on Inside the Headset. Able to get Coach Philip Shadowens of the Knox Catholic Fighting Irish on the phone, and he joins us on Inside the Headset. How you doing tonight, Coach?
Doing good, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Well, you've had a off week, but you did beat Briarcrest Christian. Talk a little bit about that game against Briarcrest Christian.
Played well. We were up 35. They kicked the field goal right before half, 35-10 at half, and we ended up winning 49-24. So it was kind of a game in which we, led throughout. And quality team. Last week Briarcrest beat Father Ryan. Who's beat Brentwood Academy, and so it's kind of one of those deals where everybody in that private school league is good enough to beat you, but you have a chance to win every Friday night too. So we played really well, played really good offense. Especially, I thought our offense really had a kind of a coming out party and really threw for a ton of yards, had two receivers, well over 160 yards receiving. Our quarterback threw for almost 400 and just made a lot of plays that night. So it was a great offensive night. Our defense, played good in the first half and really played good first three quarters. And then we had a lot of, we were able to put some other kids in. They scored some more points. But a good overall team win. And it was one of those games that was kind of decided by half.
You had to been pretty impressed with them just coming back after the disappointing loss with Ensworth, and then you come back and rebound like that. That shows that they're hungry, doesn't it, Coach?
Absolutely. Obviously we had we had a bad night against Ensworth. They were a high quality team as well, and it's one of those deals where I'm telling you, this league is a pretty balanced league, and since against Ensworth, we turned it over four times. They took advantage of that, and then against Briarcrest, we came back, and it wasn't really about turnovers, but we were able to just play really fast, play really hard early, and kind of get an advantage that they couldn't come back from. So, that's kind of how this league's going to go, and so every night you better be ready to play.
Did you feel like you managed the game okay, penalty wise and whatnot? It was a clean game.
Yeah, relatively clean. We had a turnover. We had a few penalties, like a hold call, I think, but nothing major. So I thought it was, officials didn't really have anything to do with the outcome of the game. Called a few penalties on both teams, but nothing really blatant or bad. So overall, I was really, we were all really pleased with how our kids played, and it was a really good win. It was their homecoming. So it was great for our student body. We have an amazing student body there, here at Knox Catholic, and the crowd and the setting for our home games is really terrific.
Well, you pack everything up and you're coming back home, coming to Nashville, and you're going over to a place you've played before, so you know what the atmosphere is like. You're not this isn't a teeth cutter for you, but you catch a 1-5 MBA away in traditional school, Coach, and talk about coming over to MBA.
Well, I was able to go watch the NBA play Macaulay last week. I went to Chattanooga. Me and my wife went to Chattanooga and scouted on Friday and watched them in person. And they had a lot of mistakes early and had a bad turnover early, and kind of the game kind of got away from them. But you take the week before, an NBA beat Father Ryan. Who the week before that beat Brentwood Academy really bad. So so every I know we said the record's 1-5, and if anybody knows Marty and anybody knows the tradition in the NBA, that's not acceptable. But they've had opportunities every single game to win, except maybe last week at Macaulay where it just kind of went bad early. But they have a talented tailbacks. But the junior has been offered by quite a few of the FCS schools already. They have a lineman, outside backer. They have four kids I know at least that have been offered, by Division I schools, and so there's talent there. They're starting a sophomore quarterback who got dinged up a little bit early last week against the Macaulay, but he's Hasselback's kid, Hasselback that played in the NFL. There's lots of talent there. Marty does a great job, always, with coaching, and so it's going to be a great challenge. It didn't matter if their record's 5-1 or 1-5. Because to be honest with you, it very well could have been flipped and been 5-1. They played close every game. They've had some tough losses, and we expect their best effort. I'm sure it's homecoming tomorrow night. At least I think it is. Friday night, and so we know that they're hungry for a win, just like we're hungry for a win. And now we're getting into this is our first region game as far as the West, and BA's in our western side of the region. And so this is our first one. We play 5 in a row here. So this starts that process, and we certainly want to start, we'd love to start that with a win.
Well, Coach, we wish you the best of luck. Are you're going on Friday night?
Yeah, we play on Friday night, and then Sydney, my youngest one's getting married in Townsend, which is up here in the mountains, on Saturday at a venue. So I'm going to jump in the car as soon as the game's over. My brother-in-law is driving me straight to back up here so I can do my part and get Sydney married on Saturday afternoon. So it's going to be an eventful weekend. We want to start the weekend off on a good note with a big win Friday night, and then I'm marrying my youngest one gets married to a wonderful guy on Saturday, and so it's going to be a fun weekend for the Shadowens.
Congratulations, Coach. I'm happy for you. You seem like you like this guy. He's passed the test and everything, so that's a good thing. A big weekend planned for you. Well, Coach, we appreciate you being on Inside the Headset. We wish you the best of luck, and go Fighting Irish.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate you.
See you. Bye.